Damn, Danielle.
Who you a fool?
Back at it again with another video.
Oh Lord, Jensen made another one.
Y'all, let me tell y'all about this hair, right? So I found some hair that's way better than the Bobby Locs dreads hair, or what's that, faux locks. This hair, this right here, this hair is way better than the faux locks. Like, I'm never going back to getting faux locks, like, ever. This hair, it looks so, like, let me show y'all the faux locks first. So I had some faux locks in my closet, so I had to go get some faux locks. Let me show y'all the faux locks, right? So this is the Bobby faux locks. The only good thing about this hair is that more come in a pack. Like, that's the only good thing. When you buy this other hair, this much doesn't come in a pack. This is the Bobby Locs, right? Y'all see it got that like little curly type end or whatever. This is the other hair. Let me give y'all an up close look. Y'all see how natural that looks versus these are the Bobby Locs. Like, look at the Bobby Locs and then look at these. Like, obviously I got this in a different color. So let me tell y'all about this hair. So when I first went to go see this hair at the beauty supply store that's near my house, they only had 2 packs, right? So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can make the hair and make it look natural, just like this. I tried to make some, and they do look natural, and I'm gonna use some of those I did use some of those in my head. But then I went to this beauty supply store, and I went to the one at Camp Creek, and I forgot the name of it, but I'll put the link of it down below in the description area. But they had a whole bunch of these. They had it in 1B, 1B, 2, 4, and this is the color 4. This is the color, what color is this? 2. So 2 is like the color I usually get because that's my hair color. But again, at the time that I bought this hair, they only had it in the color 4. So I was like, well, I'm not missing out on getting this hair. So I just grabbed the color 4 and I was like, I'm gonna make it work. Then I'm like, I was gonna make some more of the hair, but then I saw some more of the hair and I bought it. So again, well, not again because y'all don't know. This hair is $14 a pack. I got 4 pack right now, but I look like I'm gonna need 1 more pack. But I bought the stuff to make the hair, so I'll probably just make it instead of going buying it, because I bought the products to make the hair and I don't want to waste any more money than I already have, because this pack again is $14 a pack. I bought a whole bunch of these express packs, and this is the spring twist afro twist hair, and this is what I've been using to wrap my dress with. This is the bomb, like the bomb. This is really good. So this is in the, and this was like $8.99 a pack. This is also in the color 4, and the inches for this is, I got the 24-inch one, but I also got the one that came in a shorter inch, because mind you, I was making my own hair, so I had to get a short length. So with this pack, I bought 3 of these pack. And the 3 of these I was going to use to wrap the hair. You don't need 3 packs. You do not need 3 packs. Trust me. If you buy this hair already like this, you probably only going to need 1 pack of these, because I'm done with my hair and it's 3 bundles in this. I'm on the 2nd bundle and I'm almost done. And with this hair, it's so thick. You gotta, this is how 1 bundle, this stuff is just so messy. This is how 1 bundle of it looks. I separate this into 4 and can use this on 4 pieces of hair to wrap hair. 4 pieces of dreads to wrap dreads. So that's why I say you only need 1 pack of that hair. You probably it depends on how the size you do these or how many you want I'm gonna get for these. But these, and they have curly ends. Look at the curly ends. I'm taught to show y'all how I do this, how I put mine in, because I also found a new technique on how to install this hair. So let me show y'all. I'm just giving y'all all the tea. So I'm gonna install this one right here, and how I do that is I take the faux lock and I gotta get some of this hair. I'm gonna break it in 4s. Y'all, please don't mind my messy room. I just moved in this apartment, so I'm still cleaning and decorating. So just please, you know, remember that when y'all looking at my room. It's messy, I know. That's a pile of shoes that needs to go on the shoe shelf. So this is me separating it in half from the first one, and I'm about to separate this in half again. And this is how much you need for like 1 dread. So I'm gonna take my crochet lock. I'm gonna put it through the dread, right? Then I'm gonna take the hair. You only need like this very small piece on one end and the longest piece on the other end, and you're going to basically pull it through the dread. So it should look like this. Then you're gonna take the crochet needle and you're gonna put it through your braid. You're gonna take the shortest end, put it on the hook, and you're gonna pull it through, right? So you're gonna have the shortest end, the long end. You're gonna take the short end, your braid, and the lock and put it all in one hand. Let me move this out of the way. So then you're gonna start the twist. Come on. You know how you gotta twist it around like this part to get it tighter? Then you start basically wrapping it around the hair. Y'all know how this goes. You just basically just gonna wrap until you can't wrap no more. But it's the fact that the hair looks so natural that I don't have to do much to blend it. And I don't have to do like with the super glue, the spray, none of that. You don't have to do none of that. And look how natural the dreads look. Like, they look like real locks. Like, it looks like I could have grown these from my head and got these retwisted. I'm just taking some of this Shine and Jam for braids, and this is what it looks like. The Shine and Jam for braids, and I'm using it on my hair to just basically grip the braid to make it like sleek. And I also have the Shine and Jam, this is the Steady Mousse for braids too. So this is like the two things that I'm going to be using on my head. I gotta take the hair, put the crochet through the hoop, right? Take the hair, put the hair on the hoop and slide that through. Bam. Short end, long end. Then I'm going to take this next, I'm going to slide it through here. And I'm just going to put the short end on the hoop. Bam. Just like that. The short end, the longer end. So we're going to take the short end, the braids, and the locks, and you're going to wrap. And I'm going to be a little bit more gentle with this one because this is where my hair is growing back at after it came out. So this one probably won't be as tight. I want it to be tight, but I don't want it to be as tight. So I did wrap it around the roots like a couple of times. And now I'm just wrapping it around the dread. I'm about to go ahead and finish some more of my head, especially to the back. And then by the time I get up to the front, I'm going to come back on and I'm going to show you guys again how I did this hairstyle. I had to basically make more dreads. So the choice was to either go make more or buy more. And I didn't want to go buy more because I had the products to make some more. So that's what I did. So these are the ones that I handmade. And they look just like the ones I have in my head now, and I already put the pieces on there that I need to wrap, so that's why this part at the top is fluffy. But these are the dreads that I made yesterday. Yeah, they look just like it. I even added the little curly pieces at the end and everything. And these are the ones I'm going to be putting in the front. So like I mentioned, I made these, and if you want to see a video on how I make my lock extensions, you know, let me know down below in the comment area, and I do a whole separate videos on how I make my lock extensions. But other than that, I just, you know, went ahead and made them last night so I could go ahead and get them over with. This is 6, and I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang, I need one more. So y'all just didn't look. I can make one on camera, so show you guys how I make a lock extension. Because I pre-made these last night, so I wouldn't have to get up and make them this morning. I just put them in and go. But it looks like I need to make one more. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one more on camera so you guys can see how I make it. But let me go ahead and install these pre-made lock extensions. So as I mentioned, I already made the lock, and I had already added the hair on the end of it, so it'd be easy for me to put in this morning because I just was gonna get up and go. So you put that through. Like, y'all already seen this part. This is the part that y'all already seen. Okay, y'all, so I have this one left right in the front, and let me tell y'all, I love it. I like the way it looks. My only difference is I would probably make my parts much bigger next time because I don't like the fact that they this small. Like, I don't know, I was like this size right here kind of, but more towards the front they got bigger, and probably like a little bit more bigger than that. Yeah, I would probably make my parts a little bit more smaller, but let's make this lock like I promised you guys. So this is how I make mine. I got my foam head and I stick a nail in here, and it's like a pretty long nail. This is how long the nail is. So I stick it in my foam head to kind of hold the hair. So when I first started to make my locks, it was like a lot of trial and error. Okay, there you go. So when I first started to make my locks, it was a lot of trial and error. At first I started to use like this hair to make it, but this hair kept curling up, and when I was locking the hair kept curling up. I didn't like that. So then the hair that I showed you guys yesterday, so remember how I showed you guys I had a lot of packs of this hair right here, right? The spring afro twist hair, and I had like 2 packs in 16 inches, and then I had like 3 packs in 24 inches. I think that was the inch. I threw the pack away, so I don't have it anymore. But so I was using like this hair to start off and make the lock. So this is how. So this is how like one full bundle look. It looked curling in like this. Like if you was to separate spring twist hair, this is how it looks like fluffed out. So I already had some out, right? So I'm gonna use this. No, I'm gonna separate this one in half, because remember I separated in 4 is to wrap the lock. So I just separated in half, and this is like, this is the 16 inch though. I was using the 24 inch because it was much longer, but I want to use the 16 inch. I take the hair, and I just need like a little piece, and I wrap it around the needle or the nail, and I just kind of like twist it together like this. You don't need to twist it all the way down, honestly. You just need a starter, and this is my starter. So I just twist it a little bit like that to get it started. So basically what I did was I going to take the pieces of the hair that I showed you guys earlier, and I separated it into 4 pieces. So I'm going to take 1/4 of the pieces, and I'm going to twist it around the hair that I have sitting on the styrofoam head. It's basically to make the dread. You're basically going to do it the same way you would if you was making a dread on, you know, a person's head. Just you're just making individual locks. And you know, you basically use how much hair you want the thick of the dread to be. I want mine to be very natural looking, so I'm using like very thin pieces of hair. And then right here in this clip, I'm basically just saying that I'm going to keep wrapping until you get the desired length that you want for your dread. And I basically was just saying I have one more piece of dread to go, and that's it. So again, you're just going to keep wrapping until you get the desired length that you want. I wanted mine to be the same size and the same length as the other ones I have in my head. So again, that's why I said you make it to how thick that you want. You want them all to pretty much be the same size. So yeah. Oh, and you guys see that piece of hair braid in that hair? I went over it later and added more hair to that one. So I did notice it afterwards that I see that piece. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. Super long, how I want it. but it's super full. I didn't want it full like this, so it's like super full. And on the pack it said it was 40 inches, but I don't think that's 40 inches because the Bobby Locs are 36 inches and they look like the same length. So I don't think these 40 inches. It could have been 36 inches and still get the length that it's given. But yeah. Other than that, I do love them. Again, just wish the parts were a whole bunch of smaller because this could have been one part and one braid, but I mean one lock. But it is what it is at this point. The next time I do them, and I will make my locks because, you know, it's really easy to make them. I just saw that brand in the store and I wanted to go to buy that brand particular because I wanted to see how it was. And I like the natural dread look versus how the Bobby Locs look. This is the Bobby Locs and this is mine. Y'all see how natural it looks, and then these have like these little crinky curlies and parts and stuff in it. So yeah, definitely recommend them. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Just, you know, I use 4 packs. Oh, just to mention, I use 4 packs of the pre-made hair, and 14 I think come in a pack. Like 14 individual dreads come in one pack. I used 4 packs, so you can just add up how many braids I have in my head. Plus I had to pre-make my own hair, so then you just add that up too. So again, I'm gonna count it for you guys, and I'm gonna put down in the description area how many lots I do have in my head. I'm not about to count it right now. That's not about to be a thing. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And then I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching and to tuning in. I know you guys be loving like these dread videos, so I be bringing more videos. And if I see more different type of dreads like these right here, then, you know, I keep bringing the content out. As I mentioned before, don't forget to like, comment, share with all your friends, share with people, share with your stylists, and subscribe to my channel. That is it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.